Hey everyone, it's a Tuesday update. A lot of housekeeping duties. WNBA podcast today. British Open update. Free play with the Blue Jays and the Padres as well. Wanted to let you know very quickly. And then I'm going to answer a customer question about that guitar right there on the wall. WNBA is 62% year to date. Last year we went 62% overall. Tim Fines, my WNBA staff handicapper, also helps me with small conference college basketball. Is joining me today on a podcast. It will not be on the YouTube channel. It will be on Twitter and Facebook and then archived there live at noon Central. The Vegas Beat podcast. I run it through StreamYard. I put it live on Twitter and Facebook, and then it's archived there. It starts at 12 noon Central. We're taking a look at the first half of the season. Any sleeper teams, any futures looks ahead to the second half of the season. A discussion with Tim Fines today at noon Central. And you can find it on Twitter at TGeorgeSports or on Facebook. I think 95% of people in America have Facebook. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. A lot of them do. Just type in Tony George Sports in the search bar. And I have a group page there. It's there as well. And it'll be, once it's over being live, it'll stay there in an archive format. You can watch it anytime. So be sure and join us. And speaking of WNBA, we got a 6-unit top play to open up the second half of the season today. We ended on an 8-1 run plus $3,260 to the good. And we ended the first half of the season with a 6-unit top play. So let's kick off the second half of the season with a top play over at Docs. Get it for free. Free $60, link in the description below. There's a tab on the upper left-hand corner of the website as well that says free $60. And that's exactly what it is. We'll park $60 in any new account. You can use it to purchase daily packages anywhere on the website, not only from me, but from, a consensus service and 11 other guys. So I'm not your flavor. I understand. Not everybody's flavor. There you go. 12 other options over there. They're damn good ones. So be sure and check out Docs, along with a ton of free stuff, including a lot of football future stuff. 30 days away from the NFL preseason. Come on. That's all I'm doing night and day. Working on win totals, futures, power rankings, college and pro football. That's all we do. It's not the dog days of summer for me. Love it to be. It's 117 degrees out here in Vegas. I got news for you. I'm in the air conditioning working. It might jump in the pool, but inside, safe and sound. Whew, it's hot. That guitar right there is a 1982 BC Rich Stratocaster. They didn't make a lot of them. You don't see a lot of them. I bought that guitar in late 1981, maybe early 82, but it's 41 years old. That guitar, I lugged around the Sunset Strip in 1982, trying to make it in LA with a band I was in. And I think weighs about 20-some pounds. It's heavy. It's heavier than a Les Paul. That being said, I've kept it for 41 years. Real thin neck, fast, good pickups. Those are pickups, the things that underneath the strings there, those are pickups. Good factory pickups in it. It's all factory. Floyd Rose tremolo system in it. That's a whammy bar type thing. That thing made it to the stage on the Troubadour in LA one time. But we weren't a lead act. We were like 4 down in the warm-up act. I believe the headliner that night was Cinderella before they made it. Tell a lot of stories with that guitar, but this is a family entertainment center area, and we're not going to talk about the debauchery that went on in Los Angeles in 1982. Back when I was skinny and had long hair and was a lot better version of myself than I am today. Physically. That being said, that's the story behind that guitar. Yeah, you don't see a lot. I don't even know if they make them anymore. I'll have to look it up now that somebody brought it up. They make a lot of weird body, kind of those Warlock type designs, and I don't know if they even make Strats anymore. Nonetheless, let's get to your free play, and then we'll tell you about the British Open. Padres, Blue Jays over. That's simple. Over 9.5. Yep. Mano on the hill for the Jays. Guy went down AAA. He's back. 1 game back. He played Detroit. He looked good. It was Detroit. I think San Diego gets to him early and often, and they're going to tap that bullpen for the Jays, who's been stellar, by the way, I might add. stellar. Less than a 1 whip their last 5, and less than a 2 ERA their last 5. But they're going to be tapped early, so those numbers aren't going to hold up against San Diego today. And I think they get to Manoah early and often. On the other side of the coin, speaking of bullpens, the Padres bullpen gives it up. And I think Toronto will counterpunch. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. 7-5, 8-6 type ball game. Yeah. Give me the over. Give me the over in that one. Let's see. San Diego's the last 10 meetings, they're 7-3 to the over. San Diego, their last 10 games, 7-1-2 to the over. Now Toronto's trending under, but I just think it's going to be a shootout with Manoah on the more of a fade against him than anything in terms of the total. And I think, Musgrove on the hill for the Padres, pretty good pitcher, but their bullpen stinks. So sooner or later, they're going to give it up, and they're going to give it up late. I like the over. British Open picks will be out on Wednesday. We're doing a couple of reasons why we're doing this. We can't do daily head-to-heads because they tee off at 1 in the morning. Release plays at 8:30. The other reason is I'm going back to Kansas City this week, starting Thursday through Monday. Myself, I'm going back for a fundraiser and a charity golf tournament for a friend of mine who is battling cancer. Hashtag cancer frickin' sucks. Big time. As I get older, I'm losing too many friends to this dreaded disease. But nonetheless, we're going to be there. I'm going to be there for her. And been a friend of mine a long time. And going back for that. So I'm going to be tied up, eating barbecue, golfing, going to, silent auction type stuff. So anyway, nonetheless, I'll be back in Kansas City. So I won't be able to watch it on a daily basis. Which is always a bad scenario, but I've studied it up front. We're going to give you top 10s, top 20s, even tournament head-to-heads on a big card for you. That'll be out Wednesday. So, that being said, 6-unit WNBA top play, 2-unit. As I mentioned, baseball daily best bets. Unless they're top plays and they're not every day, we have a different approach in the second half. 2-unit, one back-to-back 2-unit picks. We have another one today. And then we will look at a Major League Baseball pitcher prop perhaps as well. Our props have been stinking lately. We're going to turn that around. Doc Sports, place to be. See you on the podcast today over on Twitter or Facebook. Again, at T George Sports for Twitter. Or Facebook, type in Tony George Sports. WNBA with Tim Fines, noon central.